The whole world is watching what's going on. The massive killing, targeting mainly children and women. It's a horrible meaning. Benjamin Netanyahu believed that he and his government, they don't have any more political future. So he has to do something special. And what is the specialty? Kill as much as possible from the Palestinian people, displace as much as possible from the Palestinian people. Can you tell me who controls the international media? The Western media, who controls it? Who owns it? It's the biggest Jewish lobby. So they tell you what they want you to know. They inject in you what they want. They call freedom. I challenge them of the freedom that they have. Where is the freedom? They've been injected with false information. And today, thanks to the social media, that people can see things as it is on the ground. Gaza in complete darkness. It's hell. It's hell on earth. Gaza is hell on earth. They want to tell the people that the conflict started on the 7th of October. They don't want to go back to the history and say, no, the conflict started in 1948 when Palestinians were forcibly displaced from their home. Their home was taken from them, their land was taken from them, their ID was taken from them, and most big part of them were killed, murdered, slaughtered, including men, women, and children were slaughtered. And since 75 years, they're just refugees. We don't want people to forget that. We wanted the people to understand the root cause of the issue. This place, which called Gaza Strip, 363 square kilometer, little bit bigger than Dhaka city, little bit bigger only, with 2.4 million people, blocked from all the sides. It's the biggest open-air prison. It's the biggest concentration camp for the people. So what do you expect the people to do? If they kept Gaza living in a normal life like any other human being, give them freedom to move, have access to everything like any other human being, then the situation is different. Then we will blame them why you did it. But you can't blame somebody you're keeping hostage for 17 years. They're hostages for 17 years. 2.4 million are hostage in the hand of the Israeli army, the Israeli governments, consecutive governments. We are used to pay a heavy price, but not like this time. This time is different. It's complete. It's unprecedented time. It's inhumane. They call us human animal, and they deal with us as such. It's like you go for a hunt, and you hunt as much as you want. And you hunt two children, poor children, who haven't seen anything of their life. What we need is, we need the world to look at our situation from a humanitarian point of view. What the Palestinians need, one thing only, peace based on justice. Are we asking for much? Peace based on justice, nothing more. We want to live like any other human being. We want to have a passport, we want to have an ID, we want to have a homeland. We don't want it to be a refugee anymore. At the Security Council, we have seen there's 3 attempts, and yesterday I think was the 4th attempt, for only to stop the killing, stop the genocide, ceasefire, to have a ceasefire. And it was always vetoed by the Americans. So nothing can happen. So the United Nations also are a hostage in the hand of the country like the United States of America. Israel have the right to defend itself from children, defend itself from the pregnant woman, defend itself from the old people. What kind of defense you're calling? So that's why when we say the United States is complicit with Israel, partners in this genocide, part of the genocide, we're not saying that in vacuum. My question is to them, how many you have kept in your agenda? How many people should die? How many children, how many women, how many men? What is the area of destruction, the percentage of destruction, so you will stop. It's painful when you give the answer. Not necessarily in everything we should be united, but at least in this issue, we should all be united. Making statements is not enough. It's not going to stop the killing. They have to look for other tools. I'm not asking them to send their army and tanks and troops. I'm not asking that. But at least in an economic and diplomatic level, they have to take an action. They have to. There is a lot of tools in our hand as a Muslim countries that we can use in order to help to stop the genocide. We appreciate the people of Bangladesh, the government of Bangladesh, the leadership of Bangladesh. We have seen, I've seen the speech. I heard the speech of Sheikh Hasina 3 days ago at Saudi Arabia. It was a very brave speech. And realistically, she said, if we all as a Muslim country unite behind the Palestinian will be able to have a state. That's true. The Palestinians are facing much worse than what Ukrainian war. Where is the Western world standing? The same people who stand with Ukraine, where are they standing today? They're standing with Israel blindly, providing Israel with all kinds of supports. So you created something called international law, the law that you have created, the international law. So people who stand behind Israel, supporting them in killing innocent people, have no right whatsoever to lecture other nations about anything related to humanity or human values or morality. They have no right whatsoever. These are the last people to speak about. It's them. Those countries who are standing blindly behind Israel. That is my opinion. When we talk about election, everybody wants to see and witness fair and free election. Because finally the people who decide who should run the country. But to be imposed on us, it is not allowed from foreign countries. We do it ourselves. But not come and inject in the mind of certain people or certain leader how it should be done. This is not your country. It isn't your country. You can practice that in your own country, not in a foreign soil. This country fought for independence and paid a heavy price. You didn't do that to allow others to interfere in your internal affair. It's clear. They want to dominate. They just need leaders to run their country, all right? In any way they want to run the country, as long as those leaders are nothing but a puppets to the US. That the people of Palestine are very grateful to you. The Bangladeshi government, I think they know their role very well. They know exactly what to do. When a time comes, I'm sure they will be the first. They will be leading. They will be leading any event or any initiative taken among the Muslim world. All the Muslim world has to be united for one world. We want justice for the Palestinian people. Not much. Justice. Not absolute justice. Minimum justice.